Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I wanted to start today's club call off with the cheat sheet we got over here inside of our Discord. You guys can reference this at any time in the Discord. I just want to talk about where I think we are at in the cycle of, the crypto market, stock market, and the way we got things evolving here over the next couple of years. Okay, we got an election coming up, so that's obviously a catalyst for the markets. The central bank may want to run the economy up into the election, and then, who knows what's going to happen after that. But where I think we're at here, and I'll show you guys on the charts and show you why, I think we're right here. I think we're in the first sell-off here. I think we're going to get a little bit of a dip. We've already gotten a pretty big dip. I mean, Bitcoin was near 50K. Now it's back down to 40. That's not a small drop. That's a 20% drop. So I've been calling for 32 to 35K Bitcoin. I think we could see it. Okay, right? If you pull up Bitcoin's chart here. Okay, we did some analysis on this yesterday. But again, we've gone up for 18 weeks in a row. 18 weeks in a row. You're seeing the first red candle. Okay, we got the red dot back here this was about a month ago. That was about a month ago. So that came, and now you're seeing the first red candle here. So it's not out of the cards, folks, to dip down to 32K. And if that happens, altcoins should follow, okay? And that's okay. Because again, I believe the macro move is just starting. I believe over the next year or two, we're going to get a big phase like we got here in 2021. This big, massive run-up. You can see the same thing happened back here, back before the bull market. Okay, of 2020, 2021. Okay, we broke up over the 50. We came back. We touched it. We went up. We came back. We touched it. And then we ripped. What do you see here? We broke up over the 50. We came back. We touched it. Okay, we came up. We touched it. And then we absolutely ripped. So there's a couple things that could happen. I mean, we're going to know when the direction is back in our favor once we get the green dot from Market Cypher. So that's what we're waiting on. So I believe the next round of green dots that come on the charts, and that could be weeks, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be 2 months from now. I don't know, folks. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do know when those next round of dots come on all of these names that we're watching in our watch list that we're going to hit today. Okay, when we get the next round of green dots, because again, they come in cycles, right? These markets move in cycles. People think the markets just move straight up and straight down. They move in waves. Okay, they move in waves. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're trying to capitalize and buy down here on Market Cypher. We want to buy when everybody else is not even talking about it or just over it. Okay, right now there's too much talk. The media's talking about it, right? BlackRock's releasing ETFs, things like that. So yes, you're getting some media attention right now. Okay, we're somewhere in the awareness phase. This is where I believe we're standing. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comment section. But I do believe the next round of green dots will trigger this next massive run-up that we saw back in 2021. So I wanted to start today off, like I always do, with a perfect setup. We have a set of rules that we follow here on this channel. If you're not familiar, they're right over here inside the Discord under trading rules. We trade a weekly chart. We only trade assets that are trading above the 50-week moving average. We enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. And the green dot means buy, the red dot means sell. We actually like to anticipate and sell before the red dot, and I'll talk about that more in today's call. Number 5, don't be greedy, and number 6, use a stop loss. Real quick, I'll go through all of these and show you guys what a perfect setup looks like over here on Overkill Trading. So this is a chart of XLM, okay? This was back here in 2020, right? We were in a downtrend, okay? That 50-week moving average that I talk about there on number 2, 50-week moving average is that light blue line. That is the yearly moving average. That is the yearly average price. So when something is trending below that, the light blue line, we don't want to touch it. We do not want to buy. We do not want to buy because we are in a downtrend. We want to trade with the trend as traders. Okay, we want to trade with the trend. So what do we wait for? We wait for the breakout over the line, okay, and a pullback into it. We want to buy pullbacks into the blue line when we get the green dot. So here's the perfect setup of the day. Okay, and then we're going to get into all these charts. We're going to watch our watch list. Tim's asking me to post these over in the Discord. I'm going to get it figured out. Shout out to the Overkill Army, baby. Spartans are growing every single day. We had some new additions. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not a Spartan yet, I'd highly recommend getting connected with the community. And I think one trade could probably pay for the lifetime membership of your existence. So with that being said, here's the perfect trade setup. Okay, perfect trade setup of the day. I hit one of these every video. Okay, they're all over the place. Okay, what did we see here on XLM back in 2020? We saw the breakout over the 50. Okay, breakout over the 50. Okay, rule number one, we're checked, right? We're on a weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart. We're not day traders. We trade a weekly chart. Buy assets that are above the 50 week. Okay, number two, that box is checked. We're now above the 50 week. Okay, we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. Boom, where was our entry? Our entry was right here. Right here on October 20th. The price was 8 cents. This thing ripped all the way up to 80 cents. That's 10x on your money. So you put in $10,000 right here. Okay, you made $100,000 on this trade if you would have sold all the way at the top. You know, I probably would have sold right in this area around 26. 8 to 26 is still a 400% move. So, I mean, again, we're not greedy. Okay, I'm never trying to time the exact top. I'm never trying to time the exact bottom. Okay, we're just trying to get in when it makes sense. We're hitting singles and doubles here. Okay, and sometimes we'll get the grand slams. Sometimes we'll hit some triples. Sometimes we'll hit some solo shots. If you guys know what I'm saying, if you guys watch baseball. Okay, right here, this was a beautiful trade here. Again, breakout over the 50, pull back into the 50. Okay, the 50-week moving average. There's our entry. Boom, and there's our exit. Okay, so we're out at 200%. Again, if you would have held all the way through, you would have made 10x. Okay, and sold at 80%. So that is what we're looking for. We want to buy pullbacks into the 50 with a green dot. Those are our entries. And as for the stop loss, right, number 6, okay, I just covered all 5 of these. Number 6 is use a stop loss. So when we take our entries on these positions, we want to use a stop loss. So where are we going to use the stop loss? We don't know what our current stop loss is until we get the green dot. Okay, so the green dot came right here on this candle, 8 cents. Okay, and you can see the bottom. Let me just pull this up here. Okay, the bottom of this candle, that was the low. Okay, that's where the selling stopped and the buyers stepped in. Okay, so our stop loss would have been at the bottom candle after the green dot. Okay, and you can also use it right on the green dot if you want to, but I don't do that. I always use the low. So you were risking right at this moment. That thing's all messed up. You were risking next to nothing here. Okay, you were risking about 14% on this trade, and again, it went 10x. So, I mean, that's 100 to 1 odds right there on your trade. So that is how we look for setups. And again, we have a watch list that we cover every single Saturday right here on YouTube. And again, we're going to dive through that right here, right now. So these were the green dots from last week. So I'm going to put these all on the blue list here. Okay, I'm going to put them all on the blue list, and we're going to scan through each and every one. And what we're looking for is setups. Okay, we're looking for setups here. Okay, so a setup, again, it's just what I showed you. Pullbacks into the 50 with a green dot. Okay, we want to buy around that yearly average price when the last dot is green on market ciphers. So again, these 64 names I'm going to cover today. I might cover a few more from the chart requests down here today. We've been knocking out chart requests all week. Shout out to everybody who's participating in that. And got some good altcoins we called out this week. I love it. I love it. Okay, group effort here, folks. This channel isn't about me. This channel isn't about you. This is about being a community and staying ahead of the game and staying ahead of the curve. A lot of people are trading blind. Okay, a lot of people are trading blind. 90% of traders lose, folks. I believe in this strategy. I believe you can be a successful trader if you stick to this strategy. Okay, because not a lot of people use it. Everybody's stuck on the minute and the 5-minute charts trying to make a quick come up. Right? We're patient. We're patient. Okay, we wait for our setups. We're hunting. We're hunting. It's like a treasure hunt. Okay, and that's why we do this every single Saturday. So with that being said, I'm going to mix them up here. Let's start with the winners on the week. So again, 64 names here. If the last dot is red, I'm going to move it to the red list. If the last dot is green, meaning on the chart, I'm going to put it on the green list. And I will post all of the signals here over inside of our Discord. And you never miss a red or green dot, folks. I got some AI set up now that's going to automatically tell us when these dots are showing up on the charts over here. So again, you'll never miss a signal here on Overkill Trading. So let's start here with PayPal. We're looking at the weekly chart here. There's a reversal candle. Big volume coming in here is what I'm noticing on PayPal right there. So if you want to play this, it looks like it tried to dump back down. Again, we're down below the 50, but 56 would be your stop loss here. The last dot is green on that chart, so we got to be bullish on the name with a stop loss at 56. I don't like the fact that it's down below the 50. I want to see a big breakout above this and then a pull back into it. Okay, but that's an interesting candle right there. Okay, that is a very interesting candle, and that closed last week. So let's keep our eye on PayPal. Again, 56 is the current stop loss, and that volume is really interesting. Let's look at A-Firm. This is a fintech company. I love where this chart is at right now. I'm loving where this chart is at. Okay, what are we looking at here, folks? This is a fintech company. I believe they are involved with crypto as well. Okay, this is like a new age bank. Okay, forget Bank of America, forget Wells Fargo. Affirm and SoFi are two big digital banks, fintech banks that are like more tech-based. So Affirm, what do we see here? Nice. Big breakout over the 50, folks. Big breakout. So now, where's the trend? The trend is up. Where was the trend for the last year? Okay, it's been down. Why? Because we're below that 50. But what are we seeing now? Boom, break above it. Here was actually a decent trade right here. Here was a break above it. Boom, there was your buy signal. Rip. That thing went from 15 all the way up to 50. Okay, you're talking about a 250% move here. So, as traders, we're not buying after 10 weeks, 12 weeks going straight up, right? We want to buy at the average price. So, right now, Affirm is 36% off of the yearly average price. Again, the yearly average price is the 50-week moving average. And again, you can use the 55-week if you want to. I just use the 50. So, what we're waiting for on Affirm here is a pullback down into where? Right down into the 50. Okay, you can see market cipher is very overextended. We want to be buying down in this area. Okay, this stochastic RSI is another very important thing to pay attention to. The stochastic RSI is this blue line here on market cipher. We want to buy when that thing's at 0. Okay, we want to buy when that thing is at 0 and the trend is above the 50. So right now, it's sitting at about 69. Nice. Okay, so if that thing comes back down lower, I mean, right here was the bottom at 20. So anywhere from 20 to 50, you might be all right for an entry. Again, we want to play the green dots, folks. We want to play the green dots. So I think this thing comes down a little bit more to about 26. Definitely keeping my eye on this one. I'm actually going to add this to, well, it's already on our looking to buy list, and I'll cover those here after we scan through these really quick. But the last dot on this is red again, waiting for that pullback. Again, 40% is no joke. If you put 10 grand in right here and it drops 40%, you just went from $10 to $4,000. That's not a small drop, guys. That's not a tiny drop. I'd rather play the waves. Okay, a lot of people just want to hold forever. Okay, people just give their money to Edward Jones and they get 5% when really inflation's at 9%, so really they're losing 4%. It doesn't make any sense. If you have a little bit of common knowledge on how these markets move and how to place trades and when to exit, folks, you could stay way ahead of the game. You could build generational wealth for you and your family. By the way, shout out to MT having a kid this week. If you guys haven't, congratulate him in the Discord. He's been a member. He's like the day one. He was one of the first people to ever join the channel. And, he's done a lot. He's done a lot. Shout out to MT, man. But again, Affirm, we're waiting for a pullback here, folks. 40% is a big drop. That's a big drop. So if that happens, we get the green dot, folks, we're going to eat it up because now we're actually in an uptrend. We've been in a downtrend for almost 2 years on this name. And that's a beautiful breakout right there. Let's take a look at Carvana here. Carvana, last dot is red on this one. Again, we're breaking out here above the 50. This thing's had a monster move. I mean, look at this monthly chart here. I don't know what happened, but this thing was at $400 and went all the way down to $3. Okay, that was absolutely insane. These guys do they're like that vending machine for cars. So what we're waiting for on this is just the green dot. It's pretty close to the 50. It's not far off. We're just waiting for confirmation from Market Cipher to potentially take an entry. Okay, I'm going to take this stop loss out because we don't know what the stop loss is until we get the green dot. Open, this is a real estate name. This chart's kind of garbage. Again, what I'm looking at is a rejection here. Okay, coming on down. We'll see where that next green dot prints. Just not interested in trading this one right now because, again, we're not really above the 50. We're trying to break out, but again, we're getting rejected. Last dot is red, which means we're going down. Okay, we want to buy when the trend is in our favor. How do we know when the trend is in our favor? It's above the 50 and the last dot is green. Okay, we want to buy the second that green dot hits the chart. We don't want to buy the week after, the week after, the week after, the week after that. We want to buy the second it happens and then ride it for 2-3 months or however long it takes to top out. I typically like to sell when this stochastic gets up here at 100. Just like I was talking about, we want to buy at 0. We want to sell when it's at 100 because we're playing the momentum. Right? We want to anticipate that red dot. We want to play the momentum. So when the stochastic on the weekly gets to 100, that's typically where we're looking to take profits. And again, this was a nice little trade. That was a 100% move there on open. And it's a real estate name. I got to have a few real estate names in my portfolio. I like to stay diversified because you never know which market is going to pop off here. Here's Net. This one's owned by Amazon. It's a cloud company, and you're seeing that cross right there, that 5200 cross. That's super bullish right there. Okay, this thing's been in a downtrend as well. This is an Amazon-owned name. They are it's called Cloudflare. I actually use them in my business, and they're legit. They've been in a very, very long consolidation phase. If you look at the monthly chart, again, that thing looks like it's just now breaking out. So this has a high of about 217. Again, Amazon owned, waiting for the next green dot. The last dot on this one is red. We just want to wait for confirmation from Market Cipher to take an entry. Be patient. DocuSign, another name that just got absolutely annihilated after COVID. This thing was at 300. It went all the way down to 37. Okay, and what are we seeing now? We're seeing a breakout. So this is actually bullish here. This is looking like a bullish breakout. We got to break this resistance level right here at about 64. It's sitting at 62. It looks like it just wants to punch right through it. Again, as a trader, it's a little too extended for me. I'd be looking to buy pullbacks again when the stochastic is on 0. Okay, I like the breakout though. You could definitely play this breakout here on Docu. That's super bullish. That's a bull flag. Okay, if you don't know what a bull flag is, write it down and look it up later. But ideally, it's just boom. Here's the pull. Okay, and it goes sideways for a while. Okay, and it makes a flag. So this is the pull. This is the flag. Okay, look it up. It makes sense. I could pull it up here, but I want to scan through these. The last dot's green on this one. Stop loss is going to be 54.17 on a play here. Look at the monthly, though. Monthly looks like it's just getting started. So you got a big range on DocuSign back at the top. I mean, if you're looking to diversify out of crypto and get into a few stocks, I mean, you're looking at 400% back to the top here on DocuSign. This thing got absolutely annihilated to the downside. Okay, this is something to pay attention to. DocuSign's a pretty big company. And I think they're going to be more of a thing here in the future because most businesses are going toward online when it comes to paperwork. Here's Fubo. Fubo I'm a fan of. I have Fubo TV. They're more focused on sports, but you get like all the networks and everything like that you need. So right now the support level is going to be right there at about 193. Again, I don't like the fact that we're not over the 50. We're getting rejected here. But something to pay attention to is the stochastic RSI here. Okay, the stochastic's getting closer to 0 here. What do we need, folks? We need a green dot. Okay, and we're sitting right on that average price. So another name, again, just got absolutely annihilated from the top. This thing was at $20,000. What the hell? Okay, and got absolutely annihilated. I don't know. This chart's pretty broken here. That chart's pretty broken. Waiting on a green dot on that one. That's Fubo TV. That one's on the red list. AI, something I really wanted to take a look at today. We actually had this requested throughout the week here. We're coming right back into 2285. That's where we hit support right here. If that breaks, this chart's going to break. So let me look at the daily here. Again, they're selling it off really hard right now. They're selling it off really, really hard. Again, last dot is green there on, last dot is red on the monthly. So you got to be careful here. If you own this one, okay, 2285 is the stop loss. You shouldn't be owning it right now. In my opinion, because if that breaks, again, you could be in trouble. So let's wait for Market Cipher to give us the buy signal on this. I'm hoping that we get a bounce next week and this chart doesn't break down because that could get really ugly if we break this resistance. So what we're looking at putting in right here is a double bottom, right? A double bottom is when we push up, okay, we come back down, we make a low, we bounce, we come back, we touch the low again, and then we bounce. So I'd love to see that here on AI. We're now below 0 on Market Cipher B here. Okay, Market Cipher B, we're sitting at about, I mean, we're not too deep, but we're at about -17. That's going to change here. Probably go down here once we open on Monday. But 2285 is a big, big level to watch. I'd call 2250 a big level to watch. If that breaks, this chart could go haywire. Again, let's wait on confirmation on AI here. PLTR, this is one of my favorite setups right now for a trade. This is like one of the only setups I see in the market. I mean, if I were to take a play like this week, yes, we're missing the green dot, but we're getting a pullback here into the what? Into that 50-week moving average. So you saw here, here's the breakout. What happened? Boom, pull back, green dot above the 50 week, rip. Okay, pull back. Okay, so stop loss right now. I mean, we don't know the stop loss because we don't got the green dot, but look at where stochastic is. Stochastic's on the floor here. Okay, and again, all we're missing is the green dot confirmation. If you want to play it, just make sure it doesn't break that 50-week moving average. Okay, you could even put the stop loss right there below this candle from a couple weeks ago. Super small candles this week, which tells you the selling is slowing down. Okay, what we're looking for is a green dot. The second we get that green dot, it's going to be called out over here inside the alert section of the Discord. Okay, that's where that thing will pop off at. I really like the setup on PLTR. That one's also in the looking to buy list. We got Square. Last dot's red on square. What are we doing? We're getting rejected on that 50. We're coming down here again. We need the green dot confirmation. We need to, everything's pointing down right now, right? Boom, down, red dot, down, price action is down. Again, as traders, we want to trade with the direction. We want to buy, okay, when we reverse. You saw the reversal right here. Bang, rip up, okay? We don't want to buy and then hold all the way down. We want to buy, boom, when Market Cipher tells us to buy. Here's Jasmy. Jasmy's getting rejected on the 52. Okay, big rejection there on the 50. We need someone to step in and buy this thing up. Okay, there is some wicks going on here, but again, the direction is still down. Let's wait till the stochastic gets a little closer to zero and gives us a green dot here on Jasmy. This is an altcoin. Okay, this one's the Japanese, it's supposed to be the Japanese ISO token or something like that, but it's gotten absolutely wrecked as well. So ugly rejection there on Jasmy. eGold. eGold's trying to bounce right here on the 50 as well. So again, we got the breakout here on eGold. Boom, big push up, big volume. Get it over that average moving, or the moving average, okay, and then pull it back. Okay, and it's bouncing right on that 50. So that looks good. Last dot is red. Again, where are we at though? We're pointing down. Let's wait. Wait for the confirmation. You will never go broke waiting on confirmation from Market Cipher. eGold's also in the red list. Here's XTZ. This one gave us a pretty good trade over the week. We got in down here at about 85, got out at about 110. Okay, again, just a little overextended for me. Okay, I rolled my position into CRO just because I don't like where we're at on this thing on Market Cipher. We're just way too overextended. You can see every time in the past when this thing got up here, it was time to sell and take profits. Okay, the run had happened. We want to buy this. Boom, bang, rip. Okay, we don't want to buy this. Boom, we're just now breaking out over that 50. So XTZ is an interesting play. Again, it's just overbought. It's just overbought right now. That one's in the green list because, again, the last dot is green. But, again, very overextended. Very overextended on XTZ. Here's Snapchat. Snapchat had a big old move here, but where are we at now? Okay, we've broken out. We've broken out over the 50. So now what can we do? We can buy every single pullback. Snapchat's going on the looking to buy list. Okay, we're looking to buy Snapchat on the next green dot. And again, that green dot's going to get called out over there in the Discord, and that will be the place to enter. Why are we looking to buy it? Because again, we just now broke over that 50. When we just break over the 50, you want to buy that first pullback. Bang. Here's the 50. Okay, break out over the 50, pull back, rip. Okay, that was from 21 all the way up to 75. Okay, you're talking about a 300% move there. What happened after that? They sold it off. I mean, Snapchat's going to set up really, really nice, folks. This is one of my favorite looking charts, too. Okay, we're just waiting on confirmation. Just waiting on confirmation. Again, that's in the looking to buy list, but the last dot is red, so we're not touching it yet. We're not touching it. Okay, we want to buy this thing at about 13. Okay, but the trend is now up. Okay, Snapchat is on the looking to buy list here. ADA Cardano, again, another one that's broken out over the 50. Strong breakout over the 50. Okay, so again, folks, we've ran so hard. I mean, 18 weeks in a row up is not a short period of time. That's 3 weeks. That's 3 months in a row of just going straight up. Okay, you're seeing the pullback here. We called this pullback. We said it was going to come. We're down 20, 30% of where we called it from. Okay, I was looking at ICP the other day. Brim said he sold at 15. It's sitting at 11. Okay, he saved 30, 40% by selling up here and not being greedy. Okay? So, ADA, again, we got a breakout. This one's also on the looking to buy list. Okay? Looking to buy on ADA. What are we looking for, though? We're looking for the green dot. We want to come buy this thing at about 42 cents. If we could pick ADA up at 42 cents, that would be great. It's also trying to bounce here on that 200-week. So that's also a good sign as well. That 200-week moving average is that dark blue line right there. So we could set our stop loss. I mean, I'm looking to buy around 40. If we come down to 40 on ADA, I'm eating it up. Okay? Monthly chart, I mean, where's it pointing? It's pointing straight up too. Looking good. So next thing we need is that green dot on ADA Cardano. That one's in the looking to buy list because, again, we're just now breaking. The macro trend has been down for 2 years. Damn near 2 years. Why? Because, again, we're below the average price making lower lows. We are just now breaking out. Folks, I'm trying to tell you here, I mean, there was 350 Spartans in this group in the last bull run when everybody was excited, everybody was thrilled about it. Everybody has quit. I almost quit, including myself. I got so tired of watching this. Okay, But this only happens like every 2 or 3 years. Like, we're getting a massive opportunity here to make some gains, folks. And if you're still watching, if you're still rocking, like, this is a massive opportunity here, because you don't see these kind of breakouts every single day. You see them every, like I said, 2 or 3 years, and you're getting it right here. So boom, here's the breakout. And again, you probably wouldn't die by buying right here. Okay, you could always average down if it goes down again. But this macro trend looks like it's just starting, folks. Just starting. So, I mean, pay attention. Okay, we're going to call out all the signals over in the Discord. Right now, ADA's on the red list again because the last dot is red, and the second that green one hits, it's going to be called out. Here's SoFi. SoFi, another fintech name like Affirm. Okay, nice pullback here into the 50. Okay, we're trying to break out here. We got rejected. So, again, just waiting on confirmation here on SoFi. We just need confirmation. These are some pretty nasty candles here, 10% candles. So, down 10%, down 10%, down 10%, right? We want to wait till the stochastic hits 0, just like it did right there back in October. Bang. Get the green dot. Boom. There's your entry. Rip it up. Okay? You're talking about from 7 all the way to 10. I mean, that's close to 100%. That's about a 50, 60% move. Again, we need the confirmation from Market Cipher. Keeping an eye on SoFi here. Okay? Last dot is red, though, going on the red list. LimeWire. This is altcoin here. I ended up taking profits on this too. I think I rolled this one into XLM, but this is another one we bought down here. I bought right around, I think it was 5 cents. Went all the way up to 50. It was around a 10x trade. I think I only put like $500 in it, so I think I made 500%. I think that's how much I made. 500% move, but not bad. It was a low market cap coin I found on what's it called? Crypto.com. Okay, just looking for pullbacks now again. Market Cipher's way up here. I'm a technical trader, right? These altcoins can go 10x just based on fundamentals, 100x. But again, I want to buy the pullbacks on LimeWire. It's super low market cap coin, and buying any pullbacks on this thing. So that one's on the green list because it is green. But again, looking for pullbacks on that one. We got Shiba. Shiba looks good. Okay, big wicks here, which represents buyers stepping in, right? They're trying to sell it off, but buyers keep sucking it right back up. Okay, this is actually setting up here, folks. This is setting up pretty nice here on Shiba. Okay, we want to keep an eye on this one again. We're gonna get the green dot called out right over in Discord. And I can't say this enough, folks. I really think the next round of green dots on crypto is going to identify the bottom of the bear trap. And again, looking at this chart, you can see this mean. You guys know what the mean is? That's the average price. That is the average price. What is the average price? The average price is the 50-week moving average. Okay, so we're going to sell it back off, okay, above the mean, though. Get the green dot, and it's going to rip, folks. It's going to rip, okay? Waiting on the green dot on Shiba, but this thing looks good. Current stop loss is whatever that damn number is right there. Monthly chart on this one, again, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. Macro trend is up because, again, the last dot is green on the monthly. And, again, the weekly is just consolidating right there on the 50. That one is on the red list, though. I cannot wait for the next round of green dots, folks. I cannot wait. I mean, it's going to be an epic opportunity to take some positions if you're not already in. And it's just going to be the catalyst to freaking send us to the moon. Dogecoin getting sold off here. Okay, Mr. Elon, we need a tweet. Okay, I'm gonna say Dodge could come back down here and hit 7. It's sitting at about 8 cents right now. Again, Stochastic's sitting at about 50. So we're right in the middle. Like, do you guys want to buy right in the middle, or do you want to buy when it's good, right? I'm looking for discounts. Okay, and we're sitting right on the average price. Yes, we did break out over it, and now we're pulling back into it, and we're sort of consolidating here. Again, we just need confirmation. We don't want to guess. Let AI do the work. Okay, let AI do the work. Okay, green dot will mean go. And that thing could come next week. That thing could come in 2 weeks. We don't know when it's going to come, but when it does, we call it out. Okay, last dot is red, so that one's going on the red list. Dogecoin, I believe, is on the look at the buy list as well, just because you got Elon in there, and he's a wild card. He's trying to make X the everything app and make it payments and everything like that. I'm sure he's going to incorporate Dogecoin. He's been pretty vocal about that. Here's XRP. XRP, the blue wave is now back down below 0. So we are definitely in buy territory here. The stochastic's getting pretty close to the floor. I'd say XRP is pretty ahead of Bitcoin on the dump. So You're seeing XRP again. What did we have? We had a breakout, a pullback, kind of a pop, pullback, big breakout. I mean, that was from 40 up to 90. That was a 100% move. Okay, pull back into the 50. There's our buy signal. Rip it up. Okay, pull it on back. This was kind of a weak move right here. I think there's going to be a big old pop here on XRP. And again, we're just waiting on the signal, but I like how close this is getting to the floor here. Okay, another week will probably be close to the floor. And we're just sitting right on that 50-week moving average, right on that average price. Okay, and when we get off of that moving average, right, and the stochastic is back up here at 100, that's when we're going to take profits. Okay, again, not looking for home runs, just looking for singles and doubles. If I can make 100% on every trade I make, dude, I only have to make like 11 trades with starting at $500 to make $1 million. And I represented that back in one of the last videos, but I'll just go ahead and do it again here for you guys. Okay, I want to show you the importance of compound interest. If you don't know what compound interest is, you're going to get a lesson here. So if you make 100% on something, you double your money. Okay, 100% is just boom, that move right there, bang. Okay, buy here, sell here. Okay, buying on the 50-week, selling when it's way off of the 50-week. Okay, so you have $500. You start with that. So if you make 100%, you multiply it by 2. Now you got 1,000. Okay, I'm going to do this 11 times. Okay, let's start over. 500 times 2. Okay, you did it once, you did it twice, you did it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, 11 times, and you're a millionaire, folks. 11 perfect trades and you're a millionaire. Okay, so how do we get the 11 trades? We got to use our setups here, folks. We gotta identify when to enter and when to exit. Okay, and some of these trades go 300 or 400%. That's just if you're making 100%. Okay, if XRP goes back to all-time highs, which I believe is around $3, okay, you're talking about a 500% trade there. Okay, from 55 cents to $3 is a 500% trade. So you only have to do that once or twice. Okay, or 2 or 3 times to make $1 million. So the power of compound interest, folks, that's what we're trying to get across here. Okay, we don't want to buy when everyone else is excited. Okay, when we're way off of the 50 like this, I mean, this is time to sell. Okay, you were 50% off of the yearly price. So if we're buying at the yearly price and selling when it goes parabolic like this and gets big separation from it, we're doing our job. Okay, and right now we're sitting right on the 50, so I don't think it's a bad idea to be accumulating XRP right here. And again, the last dot will be the signal. The green dot will be the signal. The direction is reversing, but right now you're getting it at the yearly average price. Okay, you're not getting it up here at 90 when everyone's freaking out about them beating the SEC on a case. Okay, that's a sell the news event. We're back on the average price, folks. I don't think it's a bad place to accumulate XRP. This one is also getting added to the looking to buy list here because, again, we're sitting right on that 50 right there and waiting for confirmation. Last dot is red, though, so it's in the red list. Here's CRO, another name, sitting right on that 50-week moving average. What did we see here? Bang, big breakout over the 50, pull on back into it. We're still a little overextended here on CRO, but we flushed down to about 7, got sucked right back up, and now we're just kind of dipping down. Okay, next green dot will be the signal on CRO. That one's actually in my portfolio, so that one's going to be looking to buy as well. And again, if it comes back down to 7, that'd be a great place to enter. Just looking for the next green dot for the full entry. I think I took half of the position I want to be in because why? Because we're at that yearly average price. We had the breakout, now we're sitting on the yearly price. Okay, now I can enter the other half of the position when I get the green dot. Okay, it's called averaging in. Okay, you don't got to go all in at once. You can go in what do you call it? Segments. Okay, so CRO definitely on the looking to buy list. Strong project here. Got absolutely annihilated. This thing was all the way at $1 in the last bull run. It's sitting at 8 cents. So if it goes to 20 cents, 30 cents, you're making 300%. Okay, next green dot's going to be the signal on CRO. OKB, this thing's just had a monster run, dude. I think this is like a China name or something like that, but what do we see here? Here's a perfect setup here. Boom, breakout over the 50, boom, consolidate, green dot, rip it up. You're talking 16 up to 56. There's your 300%. Congratulations, Merry Christmas. Now let's get the next one. I don't even know where I can buy OKB, so I'm actually going to take this thing out. Can you buy OKB on yeah, you got to buy it on all the weird exchanges that I don't have. I mean, I'm not any fancy kind of trader, guys. I'm just literally like looking for prime time setups. I'm taking OKB off because I don't even think I could buy it. Here's VVS. This is an altcoin on the Kronos ecosystem. It's sitting right there on the 50. Again, last dot is red, though, so the direction is currently down. Let's wait on the next green dot for an entry if you hold it. I'd continue to hold it and stake it in the farm if you got it in the farm and earn that APY. We got Robinhood. Robinhood throwing a red out here this week. Okay, Robinhood throwing a red out, but it's right there on that 50 week. So waiting for the stochastic to come back down on Robinhood. I think this could be a potential play, a big play, especially in the macro. I mean, we've been consolidating in this range for almost 2 years now. So a breakout of it would send it. And this thing opened up at 84. It's sitting at 11. So there's 700% if it goes back to the top. I think it's a name we keep on our watch list. I'm actually it's on the looking to buy list as well. I'll share that looking to buy list here in the Discord after this. And we'll go over those names, look at those setups as well. But the last dot did print red here on Robinhood. So that was called out in the Discord over there. And again, that was a print. So we got to wait and see. Wait for confirmation of the green dot, see where that thing comes. We're sitting right on that average yearly price right now. Mara, this is a crypto name. Mara and Riot might lose some market share to those new ETFs. That's what I'm worried about. Again, I wouldn't touch this thing right now. I'd wait for the pullback. Okay, this was a nice play here. What do we see? We saw the breakout over the 50, pullback, not into the 50, but again, that was a pretty severe pullback from 20 all the way down to what? 7? That was a 62% drop. So if something drops 62% after a nice breakout, okay, something to pay attention to. That green dot was a beautiful setup right there, man. That was a prime time setup. This thing ran 283% off of that dot. Congratulations, Merry Christmas. Let's go find the next one. Okay, now it's pulling back into the 50. Again, I definitely wait on confirmation from Mara here. Just be patient on that. Last dot is red. Okay, I'd definitely be out of that name. I would have been out a couple weeks ago. Uber breaking out, just using that 9-week moving average there. They're screwing over their drivers, apparently. Not paying their drivers very much, trying to beat those earnings. So I want to buy Uber's pullbacks into the 50-week here. Okay, it's using that 9 now and pushing up. I mean, that's strong trend. You could set a stop loss right there at 57, but not looking for that. Okay, looking for bounces off the 50. Last dot is red. That one's on the red list. XLM, this one's in my portfolio. This one's actually below the 50 now. But again, we're just consolidating here, folks. This is a consolidation phase, in my opinion. Smart money phase, just going sideways. Not worried about this thing, man. Not worried about this thing. Okay, we're in an uptrend. Okay, and again, sitting on the average moving price. All we're doing is waiting right now. Look at the monthly. Okay, monthly chart is extremely bullish. Okay, big breakout, long pullback. Big breakout, long pullback. Now we're just doing this, going sideways. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a stealth phase on XLM. This one's my largest position. I'm not going to say how much it is, but it's a large position in XLM. And I'm not going to sell until this monthly chart gets back up in this area, up here and right up there. Okay, or the weekly gets way up there as well. If the weekly comes way up here and we go 400% or 500%, yeah, I'm definitely taking profits. Kind of like what happened over here. Bang. Okay, big old rip up. Okay, we consolidated on the 50 just like we're doing now. Rip up, pull back into the 50, rip up. Okay, nice trades right there. Beautiful trades. And again, you got to be patient sometimes. Sometimes these moves hit really fast, and sometimes they take 2 or 3 months to develop. And that's okay, because we're patient here. We're long-term thinkers here. Okay, we're waiting 3, 6 months, a year if we have to. Okay, we don't necessarily want to wait a year most times, but if we have to, we do. Right now, this trend is up, folks. And again, consolidating here, building a base, building a base. We had the big breakout here and the pullback into it. Now we're just going sideways. That is a stealth phase. This is when smart money loads up, when we're going sideways. Now we're just waiting on the breakout. And that stochastic's getting pretty close there. We're at about 28 now. Again, that thing has crossed over there just like you saw on XRP. Okay, now we're down here in buy territory. We're just missing the next green dot. That will be the entry. Right now, I don't think it's a bad place to accumulate because, again, we're sitting right on that yearly price. Last dot is red, though. That one's also on the looking to buy list. And we're going to Coinbase next. I nailed this trade earlier this year. Okay, this thing broke out. Bang. 120. Pulled back into the 50. What'd we do? We went sideways. What I was just talking about on XLM. Went sideways right on the average moving price, right on the mean. Right on the mean. Okay, we broke over the 50-week moving average right here. Boom, takeoff phase, rip it up. Okay, there's the takeoff phase. We're breaking over the average price, pulling back into it, consolidating. Now we're ripping. Okay, and I think this right here is the first sell-off on Coinbase here. We had the big move up, and now we're pulling back. Again, this one's on the looking to buy list here. Coinbase looking really good. Want to buy closer to the 50, though. We're sitting about 30% off the average price. Again, if you're going shopping, you want to look for discounts off of, you don't want to buy stuff at 20% higher than the average price, than the average person's paying. Okay, you want to buy it where the average price is or below it. Okay, so I think Coinbase would be an excellent setup at around $100. I think that'd be a great entry on coin. $100, that's the level we're watching. Again, just waiting on Market Cipher, and you know it's going to get called out the second it happens over there in the Discord. CCL, this is Carnival Cruise Lines. Okay, so the cruise lines, I don't know, we're going into summer or something. I nailed this trade earlier this year too. Boom, what do we see? A big breakout over the 50, a big old pullback. Boom, there was your entry candle in November. $11 up to 20. You're looking at almost 100% on that trade there. Okay, now what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the pullback and the green dot on CCL. Okay, the move already happened. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks too late. Okay, we're 8 weeks too late on the trade. Let's wait till she pulls on back again and gives us the signal. Okay, last dot is red on CCL. Here's DraftKings. Okay, this is a reversal here, folks. This is a reversal candle right here. 32. 32 is the reversal on DraftKings. And I think this company is just going to be massive because people are just addicts when it comes to sports gambling. I think this is a buy opportunity here. That's a reversal candle here. I'm actually going to call this one out. Here's a buying opportunity with a stop loss at 31. Sitting at 37 right now, so you're risking, how much are you risking? 5-10%. Well, yeah, you risked about 5-10% there. I'm going to go ahead and KNG trade setup. Should stop loss is around, it's at, is 31 here. Okay, if it breaks 31, we're wrong on this trade, but this is a prime time setup here, folks. Okay, you had the big push up and the pull back. Okay, you pushed up to 40, pulled back to 30. Okay, that's a reversal candle. That doji candle, that doji candle right there, that's the reversal candle. Okay, 31's our stop. Yeah, we're sitting a little far off the 50 right now, but if it reverses above the 50, that's okay. It doesn't have to be right on the line. If it starts reversing above it, I think you could take a position. One thing to pay attention to is earnings, though. They have earnings here on the 15th. I mean, guys, I hang out with people who do sports gambling, and these people are like absolute fiends. They're obsessed with it. Okay, and DKNG is profiting off of every single trade, kind of like Robinhood profits off of people trading. Okay, the more you trade, the more money they make. The more bets that are placed, the more money they make. So I think long-term DKNG, monthly's a little overextended, though. I don't like the fact that the monthly's sitting way up there. What's the daily saying? Okay, daily's breaking out there, too. This trend is just so damn strong. I mean, it's stronger. I think the green dot comes probably next week here, folks. And again, for a trade setup, nothing is 100%, but if you're going to take a position, use a stop loss at 31 on this. This one's right up there with PLTR there. I'm going to put this one on the looking to buy list as well. Last dot is green, but last dot is red, but the last dot, I think the green dot comes next week if this price holds. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's red and just falling. Just ugly chart. Don't want to be a part of it. ICP. Hey, it's hanging in there, man. It's hanging in there, not breaking. But again, where's the stochastic? The stochastic RSI is above 90 right now. Okay, that's just, you're just asking to get flushed on. And again, another name that's quite a ways off of its 50 week here. Okay, you're talking about a 40% drop back into the 50 week. So if we get that drop back down to $7 or $8, yeah, we're gonna eat it up. I would say right now the stop loss is around 9. Okay, Brim got out at like 15 on this, he said. It's back down to 11. Okay, so now it's just being patient here. Now it's just being patient. Look at the daily. The daily's coming down into the 50, but we trade the weekly here. So ICP, another name that just got absolutely clobbered here, but technically it is breaking out for the first time ever here on the chart. So this is the first breakout I've ever seen on ICP. This one's also on the looking to buy list. And again, waiting on the next green dot confirmation on ICP there. We got H-bar. Again, another name. Big old run here. Let's wait till she pulls back into the 50. The 50's sitting at about 6 cents. You got a red dot on the chart again. Probably a couple more weeks worth of drop in here. Again, we could just reverse and absolutely rip come next week. But again, it's sitting a little far off the 50 for us. Okay, that one's on the red list as well. And again, just being patient here, waiting for the green dot. XDC, another name just consolidating on the 50. I like this name. Kind of looks like XLM's chart. For some reason, XRP, XLM, and I think XDC all move together. So they're all somehow connected. I think they're going to run up as some of these other names pull back. You can see some of these other names have ran 400 or 500%. They're just due for pullbacks. I think some of these names that have been consolidating for a while could have their move next. People could roll their money out of Bitcoin and into something like XDC, who's been sitting here at the 50-week moving average for a while, and benefit from it. Again, we're just going sideways on this name. But I do like the breakout here, and I do like the consolidation right here on the 50. This is a good-looking name here. I'm actually going to add this one to the looking to buy list as well, and we're going to keep an eye on it. Current stop loss is 4 cents. Last dot is red, so it's going on the red list. Waiting for the green on that one. Here's CLSK. What do we have here? Big breakout over the 50. Now we're getting the pull back into it. Okay, last dot is red. We just want to be patient. Wait for the green. Wait for it to settle down. We don't want to buy a falling knife. Okay, we want to buy these small little bars down here, right where the 50-week moving average is. Bang. This was a nice trade from about 350 up to 4. Guys, that's 400% on this setup. Okay, that's 300% on the setup. It's killer. We only got to do that a few times, folks. We don't got to make trades every single day. Okay, I deleted TradingView off my phone completely because I don't even care. I don't care what the price is. All you got to do is look at this thing once a week. Okay, and that's what we do on Saturdays. Okay, and identify when the time to buy, when the time to sell is. Right now, you don't want to touch this because it's a falling knife. Okay, wait till she calms down. Wait till she calms down and prints the green. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. We looked at this yesterday, but we got the first red candle we've seen in 18 weeks here. So if Bitcoin cracks, it's going to come down to 32K. It's going to come down to 32 to 35K. That'll be the level where we probably bounce. Okay, again, we just need the green dot. We called this red dot out a couple weeks ago, and you can see it's testing it right now. It's trying to break the 9-week moving average. We've been using that 9-week moving average there as a support level, right? It was bouncing, and now it just cracked it. So if Bitcoin drops to 32, 35K, I don't want anybody to be surprised. If you guys are going to be surprised at a drop down to 35K, I'm going to be laughing at you. Okay, wait for confirmation on Bitcoin. Let us be absolutely sure that the trend is reversing. Right now it's down. Right now it's telling us, hey, we're going down. We're pointing down. Okay, so I don't want to buy when stuff is going down. I want to buy when stuff is going up. Okay, so what we can do is we can wait till the stochastic gets back down here to 0. And again, gives us a green dot on Market Cipher. Last dot's red on that thing. AVE. This is setting up a bull flag too. Okay, another name that is down a massive amount. This thing was sitting at $700 in the last bull run. And then we went into a massive, long, drawn-out bear trend. Okay, and now we're sitting right above the 50 here. If you want to play AVE, I think it's a great place to be in a position right now. I don't think you sell up here. Okay, I think you're holding. Okay, as long as we hold that 50-week, okay, you want to be holding here. We're not overextended. Could we drop a little bit? Yes, but that's okay. Okay, if you're in it, if you have AVE right now, I would hold and I would add on the next green dot. Okay, because right now we're just doing a bunch of crazy stuff. There's whales moving money around or something. That one's in the red list. And again, we're above the 50, so we're bullish on it. We just want to wait for confirmation from Market Cipher. Here's Polkadot. Polkadot, another name. Nice big breakout here above the 50. Okay, and now we're pulling back right into it. Consolidating nicely here. Current stop loss is 648. Again, stochastic is a little overdone here. Okay, we get new weekly candles tomorrow on Sunday. So we like to look at the close of the candles just to see where we're at. Okay, so this thing's going to move come tomorrow. The weekly candles close at 7. And again, once they close, we will call out all of the alerts over here in the Discord channel under the appropriate thread. And that's how we're playing it. Okay, this one's also on the looking to buy list. This has very strong fundamentals. And looking to buy every green dot moving forward here now that we're above the 50. Again, we've been in a long downtrend here, folks. Long downtrend. Here's another good setup here. This was a new coin, too. It popped off, pulled back into the 50, ripped up. Okay, that was a 400% trade. This was one of the trades I made back in the last bull run here. I bought it at 13, sold it at about 50. It was about a 300% move for me. It was killer. Okay, and again, you're just now seeing that macro breakout here on DOT. Last dot's red, going on the red list. Okay, right there on that damn 50 week. Okay, here's Riot. Riot looks ugly here. Oh my gosh, it's all the way down to 10. Okay, this looks ugly. Okay, this looks really ugly. Okay, that thing could come all the way back down to 8, but oh my gosh, that thing's a falling knife right now. An absolute falling knife here. Okay, last dot's red, everything's pointing down. If that breaks 885, stuff could get really ugly really quick. Okay, that's a big, nasty 22%, down 22% last week. Ouch. Look at that. 18, get wrecked. Get wrecked, yo. Okay, I think the ETF's going to steal some market cap from Riot and Mara. I think those were the two real Bitcoin ETFs. Okay, that was how people were playing Bitcoin who buy stocks. But again, we had a nice trade right here. Okay, down to 8, boom, up to 18. That's a little over 100%. Okay, but right now I just don't want to be a part of it. AVAX, another name. Nice, big breakout, big, strong crypto project, right? There's a lot of stuff backing it. Crypto Clay knows all about it. Okay, and again, just pulling back here. 50 down to 33 is no small drop here. I mean, it's already dropped 38% off the high, and it's sitting around 40% off of the 50 weeks. So if AVAX gets a pullback down to $22, folks, I mean, that would be an epic entry. Okay, epic entry. And again, where's the stochastic? Stochastic's still pretty far up. Again, that's going to move tomorrow, and we're just going to wait on that green dot. But AVAX, I mean, this breakout is something to pay attention to, folks. That is a big, massive breakout there. Okay, if we can buy this at 21, that's going to be an epic setup, folks. So this one's on the looking to buy list as well, but it's going on the red list, just waiting for confirmation from Market Cipher. Atom, yeah, getting rejected here off the 50, consolidating. I don't like it. I think there's some better names to pay attention to. 888 is going to be your stop loss if you own it. Sitting right on that average moving price. I mean, if the crypto market goes, obviously all these altcoins are going to follow, but I think there's some better setups than Atom. Here's Roblox, a gaming company. We're trying to break out over that 50, okay? Trying to break out, okay? Pulling back into it right now. The last dot is still red, so that one's going on the red list. PNG, this is an altcoin, okay? This one's also going to set up very nicely here. Okay, this one's on the looking to buy list as well. Okay, some of the people in the Discord bought this thing back at 3 cents with me. I bought it at 3. I rode this thing all the way down. I was down 50% on the position. Boom, it popped up to 15. I took profits at around $15. So, I mean, I made about 500%. I put, I think, around $2,000-$3,000 into it, and I made about 10. Okay, and then I took profits because, again, Market Cipher was telling me, hey, we're overextended. And now it's back down to 7. Okay, and we're looking to buy on the next green dot. The next green dot that comes on PNG, we're getting in. And if that thing comes down to 5, that would be an epic entry there. That would be a great entry. Look at the daily. It's setting up real nice. We're still above the 200 week. Okay, monthly still pointing straight up. Okay, we just need some liquidity. We need some big whales to come in here and buy this thing up. Technically, it looks really good. We just need that green dot confirmation to confirm the direction on PNG. That one's on the buy list, or looking to buy list. And the last dot is red. Again, we're waiting on confirmation. Filecoin, we added back to the list. Nice little trend here on Filecoin at the moment. The current stop loss is around 492. 492. Last dot is red. Just make sure it holds 492. We're sitting right at that 50-week moving average. Another name that's just been absolutely annihilated to the downside. This thing has some massive work to do. And you're talking about a 7,000% gain back to all-time highs, which is absolutely insane. If you want to own Filecoin for the long term, I don't think it's a bad place to start a small position here, just because we're sitting on that 50-week. And if we break out, obviously you would benefit from that. And if you drop, okay, if you only put in 25% or 50% of what you want your total position to be, then you could always average down if it ends up breaking. But we're sitting right at the average price right now, folks. So that's not a bad place to enter. You're getting in at the mean. You're getting it at the mean price, okay? The mean. That is the average price. That is our 50-week moving average. That is that blue line. When we're around that line, okay, and consolidate, that's not a bad thing. 490 is the, 490 is the stop loss. And again, waiting on confirmation. Last dot is red. Here's Lyft. This one had a nice breakout too. This one hasn't ran like Uber has, which is interesting. Okay, another name that's been absolutely annihilated down here on Market Cypher. It's sitting about 700% off its all-time highs. I like Lyft. I actually like this name. Okay, I'm going to add that one to the looking to buy list. Okay, we had the breakout over the 50 for the first time in, I mean, since 2021. It's been 3 years. 3 years it's been since we had a breakout over the 50. So again, like I said, these breakouts only happen every 2 to 3 years. So if you're still watching, if you're still paying attention to these macroeconomics, you are in a good place, in my opinion, if you have patience and you understand how to play these cycles. Okay? Because again, the majority of people are buying when everybody's excited and everybody's talking about it. Come the next year or two, I think everybody's going to be screaming Bitcoin and crypto just like they were in 2021. You guys remember that. A lot of you were around for the last bull run. Okay, when that happens, that's when we're going to be looking to exit. We're going to be looking to get out. Okay, we want to buy when no one's talking about it. We want to buy when everybody's hating it, right? And there's some people talking about it right now, which isn't a bad thing because you need the media attention in order for the catalyst. You need the media to come on and start saying, hey, look at us. Yeah, we're smart and just buy it. And because that's when the whales start entering. And then the whales want to sell. The whales can only sell if retail is buying. Does that make sense? Like retail can't, or the whales can't sell unless they get the retail, people like us, to buy. So when Bitcoin's at 70K, of course, they're screaming, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever. That's why they call it delusion. That's why they call it delusion in the new paradigm, right? We don't want to time the top and we don't want to time the bottom. We actually want to buy in this area. And I said at the beginning of the video, okay, we want to buy before the mania. The mania is not here in my opinion yet. It's coming though. It's starting, okay? And you're seeing it here. And Lyft, again, breakout, pull back into the 50. What are we missing? The green dot confirmation. Once we get that, it'll be called out over in the Discord, and we will be looking to take an entry on Lyft. Algorand. Okay, boom. Pump up right into the 50. Kind of getting rejected right now. Again, waiting on confirmation there. That one's red. Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum's pushing up here. But how far are we off the average price? We're 22% off the average price. So again, somebody could enter here, okay, because we did get the green dot confirmation a couple weeks ago. So this move could continue. Okay, there's nothing stopping this move from continuing. If you wanted to take a position off of that green dot, you could buy it now, and then if it drops, right, if it drops 20%, just add again. Okay, that's how you could play it. But again, technically, it's not my setup, folks. I am looking for my setup. My setup is not buying up here. My setup is buying down in this area. Because this is when stuff has been overdone, right? This is when people are in despair. They just watch their accounts drop 50, 60, 70%, right? They went from 100,000 down to 20, 30,000 or 10,000 down to 2,000. Okay, they're crying for their mamas. That's when we're down here. Okay, and again, here was a good setup on ETH. We had the breakout, pull back into the 200 right there at 1.6. We got the buy signal at 1,600. You're almost up 100% already. So if Ethereum pulls back into the 50, and I'm not on Team Ethereum, I'm never going to buy Ethereum. There's just, I don't know what all the hype is. Okay, but if it did pull back into the 50, that's where I would want to buy. And again, you got the green dot, so this move could continue here. We could push back up to 5,000 easily. Okay, but I'm just not fond of the setup. I don't like buying green dots up here. I like buying them down closer to 0. Okay, so the last dot's actually green on Ethereum. That thing's pushing up. VeChain, another name on the looking to buy list here, folks. Okay, what do we see? Boom, big breakout over the 50-week. Okay, big breakout over the mean, the average 50-week average moving price, EMA, exponential moving price. Exponential moving average, EMA. And if you guys want to add that line to your charts, by the way, all you got to do is type in moving average exponential over here on TradingView. Okay, you click it, and then it pops up over here on your screen, and you can adjust the settings. Okay, I use a 50, a 200, and a 9, but the most important one to use is the 50. So if you hit the settings, all you got to do is change the length to 50. Okay, and then that's going to pop up on your chart, and you can identify it. That is that light blue line I'm talking about. So when VeChain pulls back down here to 2.4, I think it's already a good place to be entering right now. This is, in my opinion, the ultimate bear trap here. Okay, because again, we've had a big downtrend. This thing was sitting at 27 cents back in the bull run. That's 10x from where we're at right now. So nice breakout, big macro breakout over the 50. Waiting for the pullback, and we've gotten a pullback over the last 3 weeks. I don't think it's a bad place to start nibbling. We could be absolutely sure, though, when we get the green dot here from Market Cypher. That will be the absolute buy signal there on VeChain. Last dot's red, but again, that one's on the looking to buy list. Here's QNT. QNT also popped off over the 50 and pulled back right into it. Now we're sitting right on it. We're sitting right on it, okay? But the last dot is red. So again, we're waiting on confirmation from Market Cipher. We need that green dot. Here's MSTR. This is, what's his name? Saylor. Michael Saylor. He's the big, pirate-looking guy who borrowed a bunch of money and bought Bitcoin with it, and it ended up paying off pretty good for him. But again, here's another perfect setup. I've showed you guys this one before, but what happened here? We got the breakout over the 50, the pull back into it, folks. This wasn't a small move. That's 123% gainer right there. This is as good as it gets. I mean, it pulled right back into that 50. Okay, boom, big move up, pull back, green dot. There's your entry. Rip it up. Okay, sell it off. Okay, and now what are they doing? Now they're taking profits. Okay, so when this thing comes back down to about 412 and we're getting pretty close, that's when we could be looking to take positions again. Okay, and the stochastic's probably going to be down here at around 20 next week is my guess. So MSTR was, in my opinion, the first. What's the market cap of MSTR? I'm just interested in this. I want to see what the market cap is. Market cap, it's only a $6 billion company. Wow, that's really small. That is really small. That's just above a penny stock. So this one's on the looking to buy list here, folks. I really like MSTR. Okay, it's also a play on crypto as well because the guy is heavily invested. So again, not looking to touch it right now. We want that next green dot. If we can get the green dot right there at about 400 or even down there at 350, that would be absolutely epic. Okay, that'd be a great entry. That one's on the red list for now, though. Again, waiting for confirmation. You will never go broke waiting for confirmation, but you're seeing a lot of sell volume up here. Okay, old sailors taking profits on you guys. Here's Comp. Comp is still setting up. Okay, I'm going to call this one out too. Comp holding its green dot will print and be confirmed tomorrow if price holds. Looks good. Okay, I like it. Comp is also in my portfolio as well. Full disclosure. Okay, I'm not just trying to sit here and pump stuff, but I'm actually looking at the setups. Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at a green dot right off of the 50 week. Okay, right off of the 50 week. I got a stop loss at 44, but I really like this one in the macro. Right, I'm holding this one for the bull run. This one was at $800, $900 back in the bull run. It's sitting at 56 right now. So if it goes to half of what it was at in the last bull run, I'm going to make 400%. If it goes all the way to the top, okay, I'll make 1,656%. Okay, so if I put in 10,000 here, I'll make $160,000. Thank you very much. Okay, and I'm again looking at a macro breakout here, a pump up over the 50. Okay, big volume coming in. They sold it off. Okay, now it's just consolidating here. Okay, last dot is green. Okay, and that's going to be confirmed here if we close above $52 tomorrow. Okay, and again, that's a buy signal right there, folks. 44 is the stop loss, and that one's going on the green list. But nice bounce right there off the 50 on Comp. I love it. Okay, here's IOTA. Nice breakout, pull back into the 50. Okay, waiting on the green dot on IOTA. Just sitting right on that 50-week moving average. Not a bad place to start a position. Boom, and average down again on the next green dot. PNG, we already went over. Rivian, ugly rejection there. Ugly rejection off the 50, garbage. Chainlink trying to reverse here. Look at that green candle. Okay, stochastic's been creeping down on this one as well. Okay, this is an interesting potential breakout here on Link. We're bouncing right on that 9-week moving average. Okay. What did SJ Mike say? What indicator or technical are you using to get the 50 EMA? It's called the moving average exponential. How to use Addict Club Call. Shout out to the Spartan Army, man. But this is a potential breakout here on Link here, folks. I'm calling this one out for you guys, too. Oh, man. Link could go nuts. Okay, this is another one I believe is on the, yeah, it's on the looking to buy list here. Monthly chart just skyrocketing. I mean, look at this nice consolidation phase right here at 5. I'm kicking myself in the ass for not holding on to that during this period of time. I had a huge bag of Link, and I sold it because I was an idiot. But hey, we learn from our mistakes. But you know, a trade on this one, you got a stop loss at 11. I think the trend is extremely, extremely strong here. It's obviously in the right direction. You know, that could break out. If it breaks out over 17, it could get crazy. Okay, you're sitting at right at 50. I mean, if this price action continues, we could see a green dot on the chart here on Link come tomorrow when these candles close. Because again, the candles close. Crypto candles close on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, meaning a new one of these forms. Okay, so it takes a whole week for one of these to form. Okay, that's the good thing about being long-term investors. So we don't got to sit in front of our computers all day and like be little fucking losers. You know, I'm guilty of it myself. Okay, we're looking for the macro, right? We're looking for the 100% moves. That's what we're looking for. I showed you guys the math on the compound interest. We only have to hit 100%. We only have to hit 100% 11 times to be millionaires. Okay, 11 times. That's all we got to do. So let's do it. I mean, it's really not that hard. It just takes discipline, folks. It takes looking for the setups, using stop losses, right? You got to know when you're wrong. But if you're trading with the trend and you're using Market Cipher, folks, you can't go wrong. Okay, last dot red, but that one's on the looking to buy list. I'm going to keep a close eye on Link. If we get the green dot next week, that'll be your signal. Okay, I don't see a problem with entering a position right here at 15. That's an interesting candle there. Just not a lot of volume. INJ, I believe this is a Solana name, and it just absolutely ripped. Here's another perfect setup here, folks. Here's another perfect setup for you. Perfect setup, what, number 6 or 7 on the day? We only have to hit 11 of these, folks. We only have to hit 11. Okay, what do we see here? The breakout, okay, the breakout above the 50, that is the average yearly price. At the breakout, we kind of just fucked around here, and then what happened? Boom, there's your pullback, okay? We went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. We went from 9 down to 6, 5, you know, that's about a 40% drop. What do? We got the signal from Market Cipher right there. Merry Christmas. $7 all the way up to 47. You're talking about a 528% gain. So now, what are we looking for? Well, I'm definitely looking to take profits up here because that's telling you, hey, get out. Okay, we want to flush back down to about 15 or 16. Okay, that would be the place to enter. And wow, we missed that, didn't we? We missed that one. Okay, but we're not missing these anymore, folks. And if you guys have projects, chart requests, if you guys have altcoins like INJ, okay, that nobody knows about, if you come across these, if you could do the fundamental research, I'll look at the charts all day, folks. I'll look at the charts all day. I just need to know what these projects are. I need to know when something like this pops up, okay, and we get a breakout. Look for these breakouts for me on small market cap names, and let's keep an eye on them as a team. You know what I'm saying? And we get this pullback, boom, we're going to be there to capitalize together on it. Okay, but again, we're not buying this name way up here. We're going to buy it again when it comes back down here, and we will get an opportunity. Okay, but that was, God, see, you see 500% just go away from you, just like that. Okay, on an easy setup. This was a no-brainer. I would have bet my house on this trade right here. That's how sure I would have been of it. Okay, and if I was wrong, I would have been wrong really, really, really fast. My stop loss would have been at $6. This thing was sitting at 7. I was risking 10, 15% to make 500% right there. Ridiculous. Solana, another name on the looking to buy list. Okay, why is it on the looking to buy list? Because we're getting the macro breakout here on Market Cipher above the 50. We need to pull back down to about 45. That will be the entry. If we don't get it, oh well. Okay, oh well. There's going to be more. There's going to be more. AKT, another name that looks like INJ. This is a Chronos ecosystem token. Very strong trend here. Okay, where's the buy signal? Here's another perfect setup for y'all. Okay, write it down. Big breakout above the 50. Pull back into it. Okay, green dot. Bang, 86 cents up to 350. You're talking about a 250, 300% gain there. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. And let's go find the next one. Okay, big volume. So again, looking to buy all pullbacks into the 50 on AKT. That one's on the looking to buy list as well. And it's going on the red because, it is flashing red there. STX, okay, also flashing red. Another nice looking chart here. Big breakout. Okay, let's wait for the pullback. Let's wait for the pullback. Last dot is red. ARB. There's no 50 on this one. I'm going to take this one off the list just because there's no data. AMP token trying to reverse, trying to hold it up there at 3 cents. We'll see what it does. Again, a little too overextended for me for a buy there. CQT coming on down here. Okay, come on down into that 50 week. We have broken out. This is another really small market cap token. CQT, very small market cap. Again, boom, breakout. Now we just need that pullback back down to about 17. Last dot is red. Be careful on that one. HNT, and then we take some chart requests from the Discord. $4.63 is our level we're watching here again. Just too overextended. Too expensive right now. Could it go parabolic? Yes, it absolutely could go parabolic. Okay, and that would be fine. I would be okay with it because, again, we're not looking to buy home runs here, folks. We're not looking to hit home runs. We're looking to hit singles and doubles. I showed you about 4 or 5 perfect setups we would have been taking entries at, right? The green dot, boom, right into that 50-week moving average. That is our play. We got to hit that 11 times if we're starting with $500. Some of us have to hit it a lot less because we already have, a pretty significant amount of money in our accounts. And wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. 11 trades doesn't take that long, okay? You can make 4, 5, 6 good trades a year, and, it'd take you 2-3 years to make those 11 trades. So let's keep an eye on it. So here's the look in the buy list. We're looking at Carvana. Again, we're just waiting on green dots. On a lot of these names, we're waiting on green dots. AI is going to be an interesting one to watch this week, see if it holds 22.85. Lyft looks good into that 50 week. Again, just waiting on confirmation. A-Firm, I love the breakout here, just waiting on that pullback. SQ, I don't even know why SQ's on this list here. I'm taking that one off. PDD, that's a strong trend there, but it's a China name. You know what? I don't want that one either. Hint, that one's on the look into buy list as well. But again, we want to buy it lower. I'd like to buy it around $4 or $5. So I want to see them flush them out. God, that was a big buy candle right there. Okay, massive. Okay, that's a nice breakout, dude. I mean, I just say use a stop loss if you want to own this one at 460. That's about a 30% drop. But the trend looks strong. It's just overdone to the upside. Okay, just overdone to the upside. PNG, this one's probably going to set up here in the next month or so. Really, really nice. Okay, we're just waiting on that reversal candle. Okay, and the green dot from Market Cipher. ADA, same thing. Just need the green dot. Doesn't look like a bad place to start a position. Okay, 44 cents is the first stop. And then you got the 50-week down there at about 41. So as long as ADA holds 40 cents, it looks good. PLTR, this is probably one of the top-looking charts. Okay, again, because where's the stochastic? Down there on the floor. Waiting on the green dot confirmation. Again, we're above the 50, and the selling pressure is slowing down. We got Polkadot. Polkadot's just now breaking out over the 50. XLM, same thing. You're looking at consolidation here. Okay, you got a stop loss at 10 cents. There's no stop loss on this for me. I'd hold this thing for as long as it takes because I'm looking at a monthly chart. And again, this thing's just going sideways, kind of like it did back here before its massive run up. All we're missing is volume right now. The volume is very, very light right now. Very, very light. And look where the blue wave is. We want to sell when the blue wave's up here. So when the blue wave comes back up here, that's when we'll look to unload XLM. And that one's already in the list. Dogecoin doesn't look bad here. Right on the 50 there. Link potential breakout here at 15. Okay, stop loss is 1162. The stochastic's probably going to be around 20 come tomorrow when we get the new candles. So that's going to look good. That might even have a green dot on it. We'll call it out over there in the Discord if it does. DocuSign looks like it wants to break out here. STX, we want to buy the pullbacks on this one. This one's built on the Bitcoin blockchain. One of the only names, not only names, but one of the few names built on the Bitcoin blockchain. And again, we're buying any pullbacks on this one. It's a pretty big drop back down to the 50. That's why we don't want to add here. Again, you're talking about a 50% drop back down to that 50-week moving average. But if that happens, we're going to be there to eat it up. Okay, and Solana, same thing. We're just waiting on pullbacks, waiting on the pullback. Snapchat looks good. Okay, I like Snapchat. I like it more at $12.93. Okay, waiting on the next green dot on Snapchat to take action on that. But the chart looks good, just a little overextended. If it pulls back to 13, we're going to pull the trigger. We got XRP here. This one is also consolidating right there on the 50-week moving average. Not a bad place to be accumulating. Just wait for that big move. Okay, waiting for that big move. And we're now below the zero on Market Cipher. We just need the buy signal. Once we get the buy signal, boom, that's when we could take our position. I don't think it's a bad place to even add right here on the 50 because, again, we're playing that yearly moving average. If it's sitting on the price, that's where we want to buy it. We don't want to buy it 50% off of it. We want to buy it right on. CRO also sitting right on that 50-week moving average after a big breakout above it. Okay, just kind of consolidated, stuck in this range. 7 cents is our current stop. Coinbase, we want to buy around $100. Okay, last dot is red. Everything's pointing down right now. I think that thing comes down about another 30% to around 100. Boom, that's where we could take our action. DKNG, this is probably the best looking one for a trade. Okay, if you could buy this one closer to 31, that's great. But I think there's probably going to be a green dot on this come next week, and we'll call that out in the Discord if it happens. ICP, same thing. Would love to see a pullback down to about $7-8. Okay, it's already down quite a bit off the top from 16 all the way down to 11. I mean, that's not a small drop. That's pretty big. And XDC also just consolidating here. Great place to just be accumulating, right? Buying a little bit, adding a little bit, adding a little bit. Okay, because the trend is up. Because again, we're above that 50-week moving average, just grinding on it. We want to sell when we get these big moves up. Okay, when the stochastic comes back up here, that's when we'll look to sell. Right now, you should just be accumulating. AVAX, same thing. Would love to see a pullback on this thing. Next green dot will be a massive buy opportunity on AVAX and also VeChain. VeChain, the next green dot, I'm looking to take a position on. I'm looking to take a position on all these of the next green dots, depending on, when they hit and where they hit, where they're at, in regards to the chart. If only one of these gives me a green dot on the 50, that's the one I'm taking. Okay, I got 25 names that are going to give me setups here, and I'm looking for the perfect one. The perfect one is going to be a bounce off of that 50-week moving average with a green dot from Market Cipher. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and I think VeChain will probably be one of those names. It doesn't have to drop very much further. It's only sitting about 20% off of its 50-week, which isn't bad. That's only 18%. So again, you could buy here and then buy again if it drops. But again, green dot will be the confirmation of the reversal. And then here's MSTR. Okay, nice big push up. This one's going to be an epic opportunity here too, folks. So we're going to be right here to call it all out for you. God bless y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.